Hello and welcome to the Viking Voice podcast. I'm Eamon Esposito and I'm here with Mr. Fierro. Today we're going to be talking about music. Unfortunately, we're missing a few people, but it's all right. We're going to be doing another music podcast in the future. Mr. Fierro, how are you doing today?
I am doing well, and I am honored to be here as a guest on the Viking Voice podcast. I've heard a lot of great things about it through my students, and looking forward to talking a little bit about music.
All right, nice. So, Mr. Fierro, what was your first concert experience ever? What was that like, and who did you see?
Well, my first concert experience, I saw a blues guitar player by the name of Johnny Winter.
Hmm.
It was a while ago. It was actually 1974,
Wow.
and it was a great concert. It was the first concert I went to, and it really got me into music in a tremendous way. And
Hmm.
I guess you could say it kind of like made me want to go to more shows. And at the time, vinyl was the only medium for listening to music.
Hmm.
I bought a lot of vinyl, listened to a lot of music with friends, and yeah, that was the start.
Yeah. I heard vinyl is like the best way to listen to music.
I happen to like it a lot, and
Mhm.
I've gotten back into it through my son, and I think it gives a little bit of a warmer sound than
Yeah.
CDs. It's not as tinny and bright. It's a little warmer, and I enjoy going into record stores and looking through the bins and spending time, kind of like very nostalgic, almost
Absolutely.
reliving the past. How about yourself, Eamon? Do you like vinyl?
Well, I actually don't have a vinyl player myself. I usually just listen to music, on Spotify or YouTube.
MP3s?
MP3s, yeah, I usually use like the internet, or I'll just listen to it on the radio. But I've always wanted to, listen to it, vinyl and sort of like get into that whole thing. Go to record stores and, you know.
Now, how about concerts for yourself? Have you been to any concerts as of late?
Recently I went to a Fish concert. That was the most recent one I've been to at Madison Square Garden. And before that, I saw Tame Impala. I think you're familiar with them.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, they're sort of like an alternative band. It was really cool. Very cool special effects, and the main guy, Kevin Parker, is just like a all-around really, incredible musician.
How was the Tame Impala concert and the Fish concert? Were both at MSG, Madison Square Garden, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And I would think they were both sellouts. From
They
what I
were,
heard.
yeah. Well, the Tame Impala one, that was interesting because I was in general admission. So me and my friend Luca, we had to get there really early so we could get nice and close up to the
Nice.
stage. And a Fish concert, that was a cool one too. We were sort of higher up in the stands, so it was a bit more relaxed. We didn't have to get there as early. But yeah, both really cool concerts. Very cool special effects at both of them.
Tame Impala, I'm a big fan of. I happen
Hmm.
to really like their music. I've seen them once in concert, and echo to what you were saying before about Kevin Parker.
Hmm.
Unbelievably talented,
Yeah.
and they kind of have their own sound.
Hmm.
It's kind of like a psychedelic pop sound,
Yeah.
but it works, and
Yeah.
it's unique in the way they do it. I like their albums. I like Lonerism
Hmm.
and what's the other one? One of their first albums.
Inner Speaker.
Inner Speaker.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then the one that came after that, Currents, I happen to like a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely like their original albums. I would say I like their original stuff a bit more than I like their newer things.
And what about as far as like music here at North Shore and musical instruments that you play? I know you're a musician yourself.
I am, yeah. I play the bass guitar, and I'm going to be playing at Spring Acoustic Cafe with a couple of my friends. We're going to be doing a few songs, one by the Grateful Dead, one by Jimi Hendrix, and, we're going to figure out the rest of
And
our.
kudos to Mr. Wankel, right? He
Yeah.
puts that together. What Henrik song are you guys doing?
We're going to do Hey Joe, and then the Dead song is Box of Rain.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Wankel knows that on guitar.
He
Box of
does.
Rain.
He's actually the one that
Yeah.
recommended it to us.
Because I've heard him play that.
Mhm.
He's a real good guitar player.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that acoustic cafe, I have not been to it. I really would like to try to make it. I don't know if you know the date offhand, but please keep me posted because
Mhm.
I hear a lot of good things about it,
Yeah.
and I hear a lot of students that are getting very involved in that whole, live performing thing. And Mr. Wanko kind of paved the way with that.
Yeah, he did. And he always is encouraging us to get involved, and he always wants us to do it. And another person I have to thank is my guitar teacher, bass guitar teacher, Frank Ferrara. He's been teaching me since I was in 6th grade, and
Wow.
he actually always organized things in town, in local restaurants, and he'd always get the kids up on stage, and that's sort of how I began my career as a musician.
Very cool. Do you
Yeah.
still study with him?
I do, yeah. I actually just had a lesson with him yesterday, and just he's a really good teacher. He plays all sorts of instruments. He taught me drums, guitar. He taught me, bass, obviously.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what about the music here at North Shore? Obviously, you're involved in orchestra.
Actually, I'm not. I used
Y-
to be in chorus,
You're
but
not, of course. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
But I know that they have a lot going on here at school with orchestra, band, chorus, and everything else.
hmm
Um, and I hear a lot about North Shore with music and the concerts, and I hear that I know we have a lot of great musicians here that play not just within the school organized
Yeah.
places, but other elsewhere.
That's right. Yeah. And actually the music, certain people in the music groups just went on a trip to Greece. I was about to say Spain. They went to Greece.
Yeah, a week trip.
Yeah, and that seems really cool. I actually went on the one 2 years ago. We went to Portugal, and it was really cool. We sort of toured around the whole country. We got to know the culture, and we actually performed 3 times in 3 different cities there.
What was that experience like?
Oh, it was really cool. It was almost, it was life changing, I gotta say. And it was really cool to meet like some of the other Portuguese students, who were also musicians.
Sure.
And we didn't really speak their language, but we were able to, play music with them.
Communicate through the music.
Exactly. Yeah, it was sort of like what bonded us together, and that was just a really cool experience overall.
Very nice. Now, are there any upcoming concerts of interest for you that you have your radar on that you might want to go see?
Actually, yes. This summer the Den Company is coming, I think, to New Jersey, so I wanted to get tickets to
Very
that.
cool.
Yeah, I've never been. I'm a big Den Company fan.
Have you
But yeah,
seen them?
what
Have you seen Dead and Company?
I have not personally. No,
I
I've seen
saw them
John
at
Mayer.
City Field a few years ago. They were very good.
Yeah,
And I happen to really like John Mayer,
yeah.
who
He's
plays
an
guitar
excellent
with them.
musician. Yeah.
He's a real good musician, and
hmm
he could play a lot of different styles of music. When I first heard that he was playing with Dead and Company, I was kind of surprised because he's more of a blues player.
Yeah.
But he melds right in with them. He fits right in.
Yeah. He's really versatile. I saw him. What was it? 2 years ago at Jones Beach Theater, and that was a really cool show to see.
Solo or with Dead and Company?
No, he sort of had his own band there, but he played, some of his originals, and he played some older stuff. He played some Jimi Hendrix, and
Yeah, he's great. I saw
yeah.
him years ago, and I came away with the same impression.
hmm
I always had listened to him and heard him on the radio more as a pop guy.
Yeah.
And when I heard him playing, the blues, I was amazed. I was kind of blown away.
Yeah. Yeah, it just goes to show how, he just knows any type of music. He could just sort of get into it, and, there's not a lot of people like that.
Now, in the vein of blues guitar,
hmm
and rock guitar for that matter, are there any other guys that you enjoy listening to that come to mind?
For blues, I listen to a lot of Grateful Dead. I've been getting into Pink Floyd lately. Um,
David Gilmour, great guitar player.
yeah. Um, and I'm trying to think of any newer bands.
How about some of the older guys like Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hendrix?
Yeah, big Clapton guy. I listen to some Cream also. Um, and yeah, the band is another one.
Sure.
I actually just watched a documentary on that, and like how basically it was Bob Dylan's band at the time, and they were trying to come up with a name, and then someone just decided, hey, how about we just call ourselves the band, and then it sort of stuck, and
I did not know that.
yeah,
Wow. Interesting story.
yeah.
Well,
um, all right, so we will continue music on the next episode when we get back from vacation.
yeah,
Mr.
and
Fierro?
again, I'm honored to be here. A shout out to Mr. Torrey for putting
Yeah.
this whole club together and for getting the kids active in a new and interesting experience, and I think it's awesome that you guys come out here and do this. And the next meeting, if I'm able to make it, I would love to come out. And nice job, Mr. Torrey.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.